weather, coverage you can count on.
Checking in once again with our chief meteorologist, Howie Gordon, who has to go out there in the elements today and probably picked a good day there to be at Rolling Hills Casino for a lot of reasons, including the fact that it could be hotter, I think, Howie.
Well, Alan, you know, last weekend 106, 107 in some spots in the area. Today we are lucky because, yes, it's the coolest day of the week. Temperatures dropped a little bit, 91 down to 90, and we do have a 10, 12 mile per hour breeze. Makes it feel that much better out here if you want to see Stephen Marley and the stick figures here at the casino. Okay, clear and cool tonight. Before or during the concert, I think it'll be quite comfortable, even with this breeze probably slightly starting to diminish later on. But we'll heat up again this weekend. Mountain thunderstorms in the Sierra. Chances, once again, we're going to go up about a 15 to 20% chance. Okay, so overnight we will eventually fall into the low to mid 60s, where we've been staying put right around 70 in the valley the last few days. You get up to about 2,500 feet in Weaverville, dropping to 53. Up to about 4,500 feet in Alturas, 45 degrees. So depending on where you are, a little more comfortable. But then tomorrow, really there's not much of anywhere you can go outside to beat the heat, even though Altura is probably the most comfortable at 86 degrees. Hayfork and Weaverville, look at that, mid-90s, but the valley, almost valley-wide, will be within 100 degrees north or south, so on the very hot side, and that looks to continue because high pressure is going to keep all those storms away from us. You're not going to see the cooler air from the north dropping down. You're not going to see showers cooling us down. Unless you're in the higher elevations, we have a slight chance of some rain or some thunderstorms. But really, let's keep moving the timeline. High pressure, the only thing it's going to do is move further overhead as we head into the weekend, heating us up even more, and not really a huge change with that protective bubble, that ridge, that high pressure of protection. And what does that mean? We're going to remain on the hot and unfortunately on the dry side, further drying out our vegetation, which is getting close to being at that level. And you know what happens then over the summer. We'll be at risk of some fires. But at the moment, at the low potential risk side for fires to get out of control. Here's a look at the 7 days. So again, we're going to be within a few degrees of 100 pretty much the rest of the way. I've been out here for several hours with Margot, and temperatures have become a little, Margot Rowe, you all know Margot Rowe, temperatures have become a little more comfortable, dropping down a couple degrees, but as the sun goes down, it feels a little less intense, and then with the breeze, it feels great. And now all the people, all the fans are shuffling into the amphitheater, and it's getting pretty crowded out here. And again, a couple hours ago, a little more unbearable, but just a slight shift in the weather variables, and we're feeling, in terms of drop in temperature, wind still a little gusty, and sun angles getting a little weaker as we get closer to darkness. It's feeling pretty good out here, Alan.
Howie, where's Margot Rowe?
Margot Rowe is on the other side of the camera. You're just being her right here where I am, but you'll see Margot again soon.
I was hoping that she'd jump in front and wave at us. All right, maybe later. All right, thanks, Howie. New at 5.